So that was one of our questions from the audience was like, what is your largest position? And you just answered that it was SQQQ.
Well, I said, here, let me look actually. I think my largest positions right now are SQQQ is definitely up there. My top 5 are probably SQQQ, MP, which is Mountain Pass. They're a rare earth metal processor in the United States, and they're also the most sustainable in the world. But I have covered calls on MP, so it's like, it's so annoying. My covered calls are at 35 and it's trading at like 41, which is really fucking annoying. But I'm like low-key hoping that goes down. But that's like definitely one of my largest positions. It's probably more than my SQQQ. And then I think desktop metal is definitely up there. I totally believe in the future of 3D printing. I think it's going to completely revolutionize our world and how things are manufactured and bring manufacturing to the company. And also, as we were talking about oil prices, like imagine just being able to, as like a business owner, just being able to manufacture like anything that you need right there in your like little office at a relatively low cost. Like you don't have to transport pre-built items in. You can just build it yourself by printing it, which is pretty freaking cool. And I know like Tiffany & Co. uses desktop metal printers to print some of their jewelry. I know that they have like this whole dental thing going to like print veneers and stuff and print crowns. And they're also working on a 3D printing like situation. I don't really understand it because I'm like not in medicine, but it's like a regenerative like hearing aid thing that they custom create to your ear that will repair hearing loss. So they're also working on that.
That's so interesting.
I know. It's like such a cool company. So that's like why I like it so much, is just because like I see so many of the things that they're doing and it's just like revolutionary. And I know I always talk about this. Wall Street is so focused on like what's happening like tomorrow. They're not focusing on what's happening in 10 years. And like I think in 10 years, 3D printing is going to be it. And this company is trading at $1 billion, which I know sounds like a lot, but it's not at all.
I remember in college, I took a graphics design class for my engineering degree, and we had to 3D print. And I 3D printed a tech deck, like one of those little finger skateboards. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And then, you know, that was just something kind of like mindless to play with and stuff. But think of everything that you could do, like the hearing aids. That's incredible.
I know, it's insane. Like a regenerative thing that can build your hearing back. Like that's fucking insane. But yeah, desktop metal is really cool. I also did like projects in my engineering classes where we were like 3D printing stuff to like build a robot. We were building like this self-driving robot thing that would like test the soil conditions and like tell you the weather and like automatically go to like where it was supposed to go. And we were 3D printing objects for that, which was really cool.
I feel like we all kind of, everyone in engineering had to build robots at some point. Like that was like I haven't heard of one person that took engineering and didn't have an assignment where they had to build a robot.
I also interned at a robotics company.
I did not know that.
I did after freshman year. I interned at a robotics company in Massachusetts, and it was like all these MIT guys, and like we were just 3D printing stuff all day, every day, like on CAD, everything. And like seeing the desktop metal printers, they're so much more advanced than like anything that I was using in like the engineering lab at my school, or like, yeah, it's just really cool.
I had no idea. I'm so impressed.
Yeah. What are your largest positions?
I am, obviously, I think I talk about it a lot. Palantir is my largest position. Also AMD, I'm definitely bullish on AMD for mid-2023. You know, a lot of people actually day trade AMD. I don't want to. I probably could. I think a lot of people have been shorting it recently, but AMD, and then I'm also invested heavily into a Canadian penny stock. It's called XTM, which I don't know if anyone knows. My grandfather's Canadian, so I'm a little Canadian. I do like to look at a lot of their stocks. This company, I was a waitress in high school, and we had to count tips like by hand, or management counts tips by hands. But XTM is taking this system that they've innovated that calculates tips automatically and can tell the manager what to tip out the hostess stand and the bus boys and the bar backs and the waitresses. And so it's just new automation that some big like chains of restaurants have been slowly picking up. So I think they've already started in Miami. Not sure if it's in Texas or any other states, but once they do, I could see that penny stock kind of going to the roof. So you know me, I'm all about the penny stocks, but that's my favorite one right now. And then yeah, that's it, just crypto, and then my damn 98 NFTs that I hold. Those are probably more than my whole stock portfolio.
Freaking NFTs, that's crazy. Second question, how do you buy a futures contract? I know a lot of people are talking about buying futures contracts on energy as just all this shit is hitting the fan. So how does someone do that?
Yeah, so essentially you can participate in market movements and make a profit by going long or short on these future contracts. So by going long, a trader is going to buy futures contracts with the expectations that it's going to rise in value over time and in the future. And then conversely, a trader will go and sell the futures contract to go short and to bet on prices to decline in the future.
So are futures contracts like on specific items? So like it would be like I'm just going long the futures of oil, like in general. Like the price of oil is going to be higher, so I want to go long the future price of oil.
So I think that's exactly it. Like they're definitely sectors. I know so you have your hedgers, and then you have your speculators, and I mean I think it's should be simple, but I've never done it.
So what's interesting I think about futures contracts as well is like, say Kellogg's, right? I feel like Kellogg's makes mini wheats probably. Like if they anticipate a rise in the prices of wheat, like what you were saying, there's the hedgers, they can hedge their own business by buying futures contracts on wheat. That way, if the prices go up, their business won't be as negatively impacted as like others who don't have that same hedge.
Okay, that makes sense. We're learning. We're teaching each other here.
Where are you all living or have any upcoming trips?
I am in Miami right now for NFT Miami that I will be speaking at. I'm also speaking at Shitcoin Miami, which is going to be really fun. Mommy. And then Bitcoin conference. So I will be here for 10 days doing conferences. And on Sunday, I'm actually going to Hackathon at FTX Arena. So I'm super excited to meet all those people. But like Miami, I'm, slowly finding out this is like crypto capital. Everyone and their mother is fucking here.
Have you gone to Havana 1957 yet?
No.
It's my favorite Cuban restaurant in Miami. You have to go.
Is it? Okay. Havana 1957. I'm going to go because I know I was supposed to go to Joya.
Joya's bad. Joya.
You know all the good places to eat.
I know. I just love to eat so much. It's a problem.
And then after Miami, I don't know. I want to buy property in Dallas. So we kind of talked about that like it's just really expensive right now. So I might kind of hop around. I'm really looking into going to Spain and do a little bit of travel there, and then kind of see wherever you're at, and we can just kind of like tag along. But I know where you're living, but do you want to tell everyone like where you're living and what you want to do?
Yeah, so I'm living in New York right now. I'm like working my fucking ass off. Like genuinely my butt hurts so badly from sitting in my chair all the time. And like I have my fluffiest sweater that I own. It's now my chair cushion. Like it just sits beneath my ass all day because, like, I need the extra padding because, like, my chair is literally giving my butt pain. But, yeah, so I'm in desperate need of a vacation. So in a week, I'm going skiing to my favorite ski town in Colorado, and I'm so excited. Like, genuinely, I have not been more excited to, like, not have to work. I took the week off, which is, like, so rare because usually when I travel, I work from home, but I took the whole entire week off, and I'm just, like, so stoked.
So no worries, no problems.
Yeah, no worries, no problems. I'm, like, really,
You're gonna
really,
have so
really
much
excited.
fun.
Yeah, I've been working so hard, like, between the podcast and then, I mean, my job, like, it's really not that draining because since they paid me less this year, technically, I've just been, like, kind of with a fuck you attitude, and I just don't really do anything, but still there's, like, a lingering stress of it all.
Right, yeah.
Which, like, you understand.
You're gonna have a good week. We have some exciting trips coming up then.
Someone asked, what can I give my wife of 9 years for her birthday? And I chose to include this question because I feel like so many guys just, like, fumble the bag on birthday presents. So I think there are certain staples that anyone can afford no matter what, which are flowers in a vase and a handwritten card. That's, like, number one, that must be given no matter what else you get her, or if that's the only present because that's all you can afford, that must be given. Flowers and a card. And then I think 9 years, I mean, it really just depends on, like, what you're making and what you're comfortable spending. But, I mean, she's your wife. Like, I think you should spend, like, as much as you can on her present. And I know women always love jewelry, so don't go trying to get her, like, clothes or a lingerie set. Don't get her a lingerie set because that's not a gift for her, that's a gift for you.
And then if it doesn't fit, she's even more pissed.
Yeah, don't get her a lingerie set. Jewelry.
Even a spa day, you could go to, like, Massage NV and buy a massage. Those aren't,
Or
like,
a
super
hotel.
expensive. But, yeah, or buy a hotel one night and take her on a date to dinner, and then do a hotel so you're away from the house, and if you have kids, away from kids. I think that would be super romantic. Or, yeah, all of the ideas that you said were perfect because, like, we're not simple, but then we are simple, like cards, flowers.
She's always wanted to go somewhere. Maybe you guys haven't gone there because you don't have the time, or, like, someone just always makes excuses for it as to why you shouldn't go. Maybe, like, make that the surprise. Like, oh, we're going to road trip to wherever we've been talking about for so long. Or, like, maybe whatever it is.
That'd be so fun. Y'all gonna have so much fun. Happy birthday
So
to
much
your wife.
fun. And also to the person that asked that question, or to anyone else that question applies to, send us, like, your pictures of whatever you get your girlfriends or wives or boyfriends, whatever it is, because I, like, love that stuff. And I don't have a boyfriend or anything, so I don't get to enjoy it myself, but, like, I would love to, like, secondhand enjoy that from you guys.
Yeah, I'm literally your boyfriend.
Yeah, Blonde Broker is my boyfriend. This is a fact.
Oh god, that was scary. Last question.
Yeah, what is your preference for a guy? Aside from Blonde Broker being my boyfriend, she's obviously my preference. I mean, we talked about this on a couple episodes back.
Kind, very kind. Someone that's not, like, crude, like, isn't, like, cussing out loud, I guess, in big groups. I know, like...
Really? I do that.
I cuss all the time, but if I'm, like, around people I don't know or in some, like, weird setting, I just kind of, like, I get kind of, like, turned off by it, I guess, because if you drop the F-bomb, like, every other word, it's like, damn. Oh, I just cussed. Hypocrite. So kind, and then driven. Driven is my number one, like, over kindness. I think if you're showing that you want to be successful yourself, then you're showing that you want to be successful in your future relationship to support the other person. And it's like, it's really attractive that someone's trying to like get out there and get it, and you know, nothing's holding them back.
And I think driven also applies as well to like how you take care of yourself. I think that you can be very driven in the way that you take care of your own body by eating healthy, working out, keeping your mental health in order. I think all of that takes drive. It's not easy to do, but once you build the routines, it becomes easier. Preference for a guy, definitely driven. And like, I love just like a guy that is thoughtful.
Thoughtful.
Yeah.
Well, that's slim pickings right there, because there's not a lot of thoughtful men.
There's not that many thoughtful men, but that's probably why I'm single.
But I know what you're talking about, though, because like you want a guy to do something for you without you having to tell them. And
yeah, like I want a guy to be thinking of me and being like, oh my God, I know she loves this, and like walks by a flower store. Oh my gosh, I know her favorite flowers are white roses. I'm just gonna bring her some home today.
Cough, cough, cough.
Yeah.
Cough, cough.
Or
White rose.
like you're at the grocery store. Oh, I know her favorite chips are Takis. Like, let me get her a bag. Just like little things, day-to-day, tiny little things. Or like, I know she really likes to have coffee in the morning. I'll bring her some in bed. That costs $0.
We'll find it. We will find
One
it.
day.
And if not, then you still have your boyfriend, the blonde broker, so.
Yeah. Yay!
I like those questions. Those were good. Thank you guys for sending those to us. We like to answer them, and we hope that we give you guys good feedback and can continue to do that on every single episode.
Hi everyone, we have a very exciting announcement for you today.
If we hit 100,000 subscribers by August 26th, one lucky fan will have a chance to hang with us in New York City.
It gets better. You won't be coming alone, you'll get to bring a friend.
We'll fly you both first class, stay in a dope hotel, and go on a double date.
With us at one of New York City's most exclusive restaurants. We will sugar mommy the whole thing.
We have fun activities planned for the entire weekend, including $5,000 to each of you in any currency you choose.
So hit the subscribe button and we can't wait to see you in New York.